Are you thumbs up or thumbs down on the Titans' new stadium plan?
I've talked enough about how much I love it and how much I like it. I have one concern, and I'll tell you that concern here shortly. But me, I am thumbs up. Austin, what are you?
I'm absolutely thumbs up. I think this makes a lot of sense. I like the size of the stadium. I like a lot of things that are going to be about it. I love the fact that the Titans are going to be able to, in the city of Nashville, is going to be able to host some legitimate events, right? Like we've talked about the events for new stadiums like WrestleMania. WrestleMania already told the city, if you build a new stadium, we are coming. And Butch Spearden said that this summer on the record. So that's a fact. Then you've got Super Bowl potential. You've got college football playoff semifinals and title
12
games.
teams.
Yes, because you're going to have more opportunities. So you got 12 teams. You're going to have what? I mean,
no, we don't
12?
know how they're going to organize that.
Yes.
But ideally,
yeah, the terrific 12 round. Then you're going to have the Elite Eight, then the Final Four, and then the championship.
But the March Madness has already probably trademarked that, so they're going to have to come up with something new.
I'm kidding. So, but then speaking of March Madness, you've got that, right? You have the Final Four opportunity because indoors, you've got that knocked down.
World Cups.
Well, that's where I don't know because of the turf.
Oh, do you have to have grass to be a World Cup?
Grass? World
I don't
Cup?
think they've ever played a turf World Cup match.
Right. That's one thing I thought about this because remember, the push of the stadium this past spring and summer was for the World Cup bid. Butch Spearden, the city of Nashville, did and threw everything they had at the World Cup, but the uncertainty of timing for a new stadium cost them the World Cup. And so that's where I don't know this for a fact, but I wonder if the World Cup was coming, if they would have a grass field for the World Cup. But now that the Titans or Nashville is out of the World Cup, they go with turf. I don't know.
Yeah, because you'd make more than $200 million just
in
that.
The World Cup pays for the retractable roof too.
Right.
Yeah. And then, Orlando says the World Cup games must have grass. That was my thought.
And that makes sense. I don't remember any World Cup game ever being, hell, they're playing a guitar. that makes
which
sense.
Is just a crock on, what?
That's world politics right there.
Yeah. Soccer on turf is
world corruption. I actually wouldn't call that politics.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, like all these events that you've got for, everything but the World Cup, concerts year round that don't get canceled. Zach, you would have been to Garth Brooks on August 31st, 2021 and not got rained out.
I would have, but I never saw him.
Yeah, you never did. So I am completely thumbs up on this. I do think the capacity is an interesting conversation that I want to get to here in a second, but did you have one concern?
My one concern is what the old stadium is turning into. So anytime you throw around my term that I was just there on Saturday, the Grove, and compare what you're trying to create to the Grove, my eyes are wide open. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a very cool experience. And I'm just going to be honest. It's going to cost some money to make sure that is nice. It is well groomed, well kempt. And I'm just going to be honest here that, the homeless aren't sleeping everywhere in this park area in downtown Nashville. That is a true realization of what this particular area is going to be. You've got to make sure that it is clean and it's not overrun by homeless people to, bring the market value down. All right, so I did think about that.
All right, so I'm going to read that because as part of the deal with the mayor, the Titans are surrendering acreage back to the city with plans of continuing that East Bank plan that extends downtown beyond the river to incorporate the river and the development of what you said, public parks, marinas, museums, theaters, and greenways. Nihil said the team plans to partner with the city in using the stadium's green space heavy surroundings for tailgates and pregame activities. Nihil referenced specifically the Grove at Ole Miss as an example, but was clear that he wanted to be the pregame environment unique to Tennessee. So I do find that's
hard to achieve, right?
No, look, like there's a difference you can't recreate college tailgate atmosphere for the NFL. You just can't do it.